Nick at Hardwater says, I have tanks I haven't shown yet because they're ugly. Now, are they actually ugly? Or
I want to see your ugly
ugly
tanks. I do.
Yeah, we want to see them.
And you know what?
There's right there. We dare you to show your ugly tanks.
We dare you to show your ugly tanks. Your ugly tanks.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to Hardwater Propagation. I am Nick, and thank you for joining me. As you can see, HHD has thrown out a dare for us, and we aren't one to turn down a dare. So I had a really interesting conversation in the last HHD stream in the chat, talking about if fish tubers do enough of showing their shortcomings, showing their ugly tanks, showing when they're struggling. Personally, for me, what I'm going to show you today, the two tanks, there's a few tanks I haven't shown yet. I haven't done a full tour. But the two tanks specifically we're going to look at today are definitely my ugliest tanks. But they haven't been featured because I'm hiding them per se. It's more that I just haven't found them interesting myself. And as I create content, a lot of the times I'm just trying to focus on making sure that there's interesting content for people to see. But an important perspective when we talked about it in the stream with HHD yesterday. And of course, when you watch a fish room tour or something like that, you're going to see people who have prepared their fish rooms. It's a showcase basically for what they have to offer. And a lot of times that's going to show nothing but pristine settings and situations. But for kind of the casual fish tubers like myself, I can definitely see the need to be covering kind of all the trials and tribulations. My channel is really all about kind of the shared experience and being relatable. And, you know, you need to see the struggles for that to be the case. So I appreciate the dare. We're going to go downstairs and take a look at two of my tanks. So the first ugly tank we're going to look at today is what we call the guitar tank, because there's a painting of a guitar right in front of it. This is a 40 breeder with one of my 3 colonies of humpback lemias, snow white pleco, and there are pygmy cories in here as well. This tank has a big stump. That under all the algae is a big stump. And there's a big rock here. And there's a huge, let me see if we can see it, a huge clump of Sawasser growing on the side. But it all gets covered in this algae muck. And regardless of how often I try to pull it out of there, I just keep getting more and more algae muck. So I was going to do one of two things. I did also just put some Amano shrimp in here. I don't know if you can see him. I don't see any anywhere right now. Or I was going to maybe do Florida flagfish or something. Anyway, just get something that would make a meal out of this algae. The other option that I was looking at was to just do a complete kind of makeover on this and do a video on restoring it. So not quite sure yet what I'm going to do with this particular tank. The next tank I'm going to show you, I am going to do kind of a full makeover on, and I will be doing a video on that. But yeah, so the first of the two ugly tanks here, 40 breeder, great water quality. The fish are beautiful. So this one really isn't about the fish this time, but More humpback lemias. This is a colony in here. I did recently have Calamanus worms, an outbreak in this tank, and it took me a while to identify it. And I lost quite a few lemias, but I used Fritz Expel P, treated a couple times, and then after a couple weeks I treated again, and that seemed to do the trick. But yeah, this tank has been through it. Lost a lot of my colony, got pretty low numbers in here, and just in general a kind of ugly tank. So there it is. That's tank number 1. And we'll just kind of move, whoa, trying not to step on the cat. This Hardwater's got a lot of plants out here right now. And we'll move over to the second ugly tank. And again, this one has probably my most beautiful fish in it. Turn the lights up a little bit just so you can see. But it is the dullest, ugliest tank. This is a 75, my Noah's Ark Rainbow approach. I've also got an angel that lost a mate and was relocated into this tank, as well as an electric blue Acara that lost its mate and was relocated into this tank. But basically, all these rainbows drop eggs into this guppy grass here, and then the angel eats it all up. Got false Julie Corys in here, a couple different plecos. But yeah, this at one time was a beautiful planted tank. This was the second tank I set up when I got back into the hobby several years back. And it was going just fine. But I will tell you, this is what happens to a tank in my water when you try to do just top-offs. The TDS just got sky high, basically killed all my plants, and I haven't really built it back up. Oh, hey. Haven't really built it back up since all that happened. But again, I mean, obviously the water quality is great. The fish are happy and healthy. They're absolutely beautiful. But this tank just needs a bit of a makeover. That's all. I do have this red algae that's growing on all the rocks. I don't know if anybody has a name for that, or if that's bad, or I don't know if I should do anything with that. That's starting to grow in my Amica Splendens tank too on one of my rocks. Whoa. Hey, buddy. So anyways, these are my 2 ugly tanks. They won't be ugly for long. I'm going to do something with them. But yeah, not necessarily something I was just hiding or not intentionally showing, but tanks that at this point I don't really find that interesting myself, and I didn't think that viewers would be interested either. But for full transparency and to share as a shared experience, I completely understand kind of the need to show everything that we've got going on. And yeah, I've got these 2 tanks. It's fairly sizable tanks, a 40 and a 75, that I just need to spend a little bit more time with. It is a little intimidating knowing, like, that's a lot of plants. You need a lot of plants to fill these kinds of tanks. So I either need to do a lot of propagating or make some purchases and get enough plants to just really fill these things. But we'll see. Those will be in future videos. But for now, here's my ugly tanks. Oh, that rainbow gets so beautiful. Okay, it's not about the rainbows. It's about the tank, but... So there they are. Hashtag show your tanks, or maybe hashtag show your ugliest tanks. Either one. I encourage anybody who posts content to post up, what is your least favorite, or something maybe you would consider embarrassing, or just your ugliest tank. And let's just throw it all out there. I think this could be a lot of fun. So thank you again, HHD, the Hagen Hill Designs crew. Really appreciate the ability to do this, and I hope to see more people jump in and join the party and show some ugly tanks. So thank you so much for watching. Take care, and we'll catch you in the next one.